What's up, guys? My name is Adrienne. Welcome back to my channel. So as the title suggests, we are doing an unhaul. There's about 25 to 30 books surrounding me. You all can't see them, but I will show you everything that I will actually be getting rid of. I went through my bookshelves and I kind of just decided if a book had been on my shelf for years and I never thought about it, or since my reading taste has changed. So when I first started getting back into reading and going to book signings, I was very much into contemporary, small town, and now I'm really into indie, dark romance, mafia. You see the problem. So some of these books I don't think right now where I'm at I'm ever going to pick up, and there's too many books that I want to add to my shelf and I need the shelf space. So I'm going to show you what I've decided to get rid of. Without further ado, let's get started. First up, this is a special edition by Bella Matthews. It's the Restless King series. Hope you can see that. I know I read the first book in this series, which is mafia adjacent. This is kind of when I first started dipping my toes into mafia, and I met this author, I believe, at the first Reader's Take Denver, and it's signed, but I'm not gonna read all of these. I enjoyed the book for what it was, and this is a really pretty book, but I don't think I need this in my collection anymore, and I think somebody else would really enjoy this one. So this is the first one that I decided to let go of. Now, there are some that I'm iffy on. This possibly may be one of them, but nope, I think you're gonna go. So this is the first one. Then I found this on Mercari and I purchased it, and it's absolutely stunning. This is Rewrite Our Story by Kate Singleton. It's a very pretty book, and I bought it because it's very pretty, and I love Kate Singleton. I prefer her I prefer her Billionaire series to the Small Town, and it comes with a little cover. I don't know, this was an impulse buy when I was selling stuff on Mercari and I had funds in my account. I was like, oh, so pretty. So I bought it, but I think I even own the audiobook to this, and I've yet to listen to it. So I think someone would this needs to go to a better home than mine, where I'm at. So this is the next one. It's really pretty though. It is a really pretty book. All right, me and Megan Quinn, we broke up. I don't know, I started reading Megan Quinn maybe 2 summers ago, and then I kind of realized that not every single one of her books are really for me, and I'm not really a rom-com girl, but that did not stop me. I think I bought this during a Target sale. I doubt I'm gonna read this. And if I am, I don't think I need this on my shelf, so I'm giving it away. Now this one, I met Amy Dawes at, I think this was also a Reader Take Denver purchase, and I'm not gonna read this. The cover is cute though. I like cartoon covers, oddly enough. I think I know a lot of people have opinions about them, but I do like cartoon covers, but I don't need this book. This book is even personalized and signed, but I'm going to give it away. Someone's gonna enjoy a book that says to Adrienne. Book is Chasing the Wild. This was a dark and quirky book box book that I believe I purchased this book box from my friend Tabitha. It's a really pretty cover, and I'm almost tempted to keep it. I know this is small town. No one has to tell me that it's not small town. Just look at the cover. Small town, cowgirl, cowboy. But I think somebody would really appreciate this more than me. Okay, this book. I can't say why I'm giving it away because this is a spoiler, but my friend Tabitha just finished this book and she was very upset, and I was like, say less, babes. I don't need this in my life. This is not a book that is going to do anything for me but frustrate me. If you have read this is a dark romance and you love it, I love that for you. I'm not that girl. So this is signed because and you get a bookmark. I remember meeting this author at a Nashville signing last summer, I think, but I'm gonna give you away because yeah, we're not gonna gel. All right, next up, Tangle and Tinsel. This is it signed? Let's see. Yep, this is signed and personalized. It's a Christmas romance. I've never read this author. I remember a couple years ago, I think 2 years ago, this was going around and everybody was loving it. And I'm not saying I won't read it, but I don't need it on my shelf. I would just read it on my Kindle. So giving that one away. This, Tapped Out. This man, sir, yes, 10 out of 10. Harley Stone, I met her at Reader's Take Denver also. She is a sweetheart, very nice person. But this is a military romance. I'm not gonna read this. I bought it to support her, and I'm sure this is probably a great story. And it's very short, but I don't need to have this on my shelf. Even if I read this, I don't need this to be on my shelf. So, bye-bye. All right, I'm never gonna read this. This is a special edition of In a Jam. I think I tried this book like a few years back, and I like softly DNF'd it, and I've never gone back. So it, you know, I know this is a beloved book. This is just not my cup of tea. Next up, whew. All right, this book. I don't know what this is about. I will be honest. This was, oh, the shine. This is Ghost by Kat Blackthorne. This seems, the back of it says, all I want, need, and crave in this life is death and you. This does definitely read dark romance. So this one, I am going to look up what this book is about before I say I am going to get rid of it. So this may actually stay. But as of right now, I've never heard of this book. I've never heard anyone talking about this book. If you've read this book or read this author, let me know in the comments, is this something I should keep? All right. We don't need to even talk about this, but the Sophie Lark books are going. So do with that information what you will. All right, so next up, Fair Catch by Candy Steiner. I think this was in a swag bag at an event I attended. I think I have read one or two books in this series. If I want to read this, I would just like listen to the audiobook, and I don't think I need this on my shelf. But the neutral girl in me loves the colors, but I don't need this book. All right. A Place Without You by Julie E. Ann. I have read one book by her. I really like her. I bought this book solely based because this was a special edition. I was at a book signing. This was my first ever book signing that I went to, which was Reader's Take Denver 2023. No idea what it's about. I think it's Rockstar, just based on the back of it. It is absolutely beautiful. She is a very nice person, but I'm gonna, give this to somebody else. And I think this is also, this is personalized and signed. With personalized books, what do you guys do? I normally, sometimes I will sell stuff on Mercari, but I haven't sold, I don't think, personalized. So if you do sell or trade personalized books, is it a thing? Do people have issues with it? Let me know in the comments. All right, next up, I'm never gonna read this. I haven't even watched a show, even though I do wanna watch a show. But when people started crying, telling me about the show, I was like, I'm not an emotional person. I don't watch emotional or read really emotional things. So I was like, I don't know. But I did go out and buy this. I'm never gonna read it, so I'm gonna give this to someone. All right. These three books here, I met the author in an Uber in Denver, and I wanted to support her, so I bought them. I believe these end on cliffhangers. Cassie Alexander is the author. She was a sweetheart. I don't read fantasy, so I'm gonna give these away to someone who can appreciate them. Halfway through. All right, so up next, Practice Makes Perfect. I know a lot of people love Sarah Adams, love the cover. I'm not the target audience for this, but I know people love this book. I'm gonna give it away. Even if I did decide, okay, I wanna read this, I don't have to have this book on my shelf. This, I don't think I'm going to get rid of because I didn't realize that this was a collection of short stories. I bought this at a signing. I don't know if this was a signing exclusive, but this one's not gonna go anywhere. So this one's going back on the shelf. Oh, and that's by Sarah Kate. All right. Jessie Hall. The only book I ever attempted to read by her, I can't even think of the name, I DNF'd, and I don't think I'm gonna read this. So, and if I do, I don't think I need to own this. This book, I started listening to the audiobook and I was liking it, and I knew this author was going to be at a book signing, so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to order it. And I did. It's a very pretty cover. I never finished it, and I don't think I have a desire to go back and finish it, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. All right. This seems like it would be up my alley because I do believe this is Mafia, but I also know that this author, Serena Ackroyd, her books, she has a whole bunch of books that like are interconnected. I'm not that invested, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I bought this. I really don't know. I know it is dark. It's C.R. Jane. I believe this is Why Choose. I could be wrong. Oh, lies. Dark Mafia Romance. Oh. Now that changes things. You know, I hear Mafia Romance and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to get rid of this one. This one is going to go in the pile. So far I'm keeping 2 books out of like 30 something. So I don't think that's too bad. All right. Allie Martinez, very nice person. This book is very sad and I'm not going to read it. So I'm going to give it to someone who wants to cry. I've heard great things about this, but I will pass on the tears. But I know this is like a beloved book and it's a heart-wrenching story, but it's just not, I'm not the target audience for this. All right, I'm getting rid of this because I bought this and I have never once thought about going back and reading it. And if for some reason I did want to read this book, I would just listen to the audiobook that's out now. I think when I bought this, the audiobook wasn't out. I met her right when she was becoming very popular, but I'm not going to read this, so I don't need this on my shelf. All right, another Sophie Locke book. Bye-bye. Oh, okay, so apparently Reader's Take Denver had short stories, special edition. Yeah, we're getting rid of you. All right, some more Megan Quinn. Let me just pile her up together. All right, this is her hockey series. There's one book that I love, These Three Words. No, lies. It's the one that's with the black cover, purple writing. I loved that book. I gave it 5 stars. I think that was the first Megan Quinn book I ever wrote. So then, of course, I was like, oh, 5 stars. I have to buy the whole series. And I've read most of these. They're cute. I don't need them, though, on my shelf. I'd rather make space for something else, so I'm getting rid of these. Are these signed? Oh, they're personalized and signed. Oh, yeah. So Megan Quinn's an awesome person in real life. I've met her. She's a sweetheart. Okay, I don't know who this is. This author, I've never heard of this. I think this probably was in a swag bag or something. So it's a rock star. I'm not a huge rock star romance girl, so I'm gonna get rid of this. But hot couple. To the end, this is Morgan Elizabeth. I have no desire to really read these. I know this is super popular, and if I did read this one or this one, they're Christmas books, I would just read them on my Kindle. I don't have to own these. Are they signed? Personalized and signed. If I could find someone named Adrian to take these off my hand, that would be golden. All right, so we're down to the final 2 books. This is a very cute cover. You know, I like cartoon covers. This is the only book I own by this author. I purchased it. Doubt I'm gonna read it, so I'm giving it away. And the very last book. This came in a book box, the Bookaholic book box, a very long time ago. I think this was like one of their first books. I am not gonna read this. I have heard of Amber Kelly at Small Town. I bought this book box because it had a Catherine Cowles book in it that I absolutely love. This is very pretty. It's a very pretty book, but I don't need this book. So this is also gonna go to a new home. All right, hopefully the piles don't fall because there's 2 very tall piles of books that I am gonna find new homes for. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the first unhaul that I have on my channel. yeah, I'm glad that I made space, so now I can organize my bookshelves, and that will be a video hopefully coming up very soon. If you've made it to the end of this video and you want to let me know, leave me a book stack emoji, because we got 2 very tall book stacks on the side of us. As always, guys, I will catch you in my next one. Bye.